And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you, wherever you are in the world. And welcome to another episode of my Go Live interview in my business page. So, the purpose of this is to inspire and encourage people, especially those who are thinking if the digital space is for them. And I do that by interviewing our business partners from all over the world so that you will know you hear it straight from them, what their experiences are. And who knows, it might, if you are looking for a solution, what in your life, maybe if you're tired of your 9 to 5 or something, or looking for a solution, you might be inspired. So to those of you who are new to this page, I'm Rosalie, originally from the Philippines and now based here in New Zealand. I'm here in Winton and Invercargill, New Zealand. Accounting my profession, and I also worked before as a healthcare assistant. So now I am married and I'm blessed with 2 kids and a proud digital business owner. So for today, I'm very privileged and blessed um, to have these power coaches with me today. Um, they are from Canada, and without further ado, let's call them in. My very dear Dave, coaches Dave and Roxanne from Canada.
Hello,
Hi,
hello. Hi,
hi,
Rosalie.
Rosalie.
And hi,
Yes.
everyone, for having us here.
Before anything else, coaches Dave and Roxanne, thank you so much for saying yes to my invite. I know you're very, very busy. Oh my gosh, leading our team. But yeah, thank you for giving time for me here. Yes. So for the yes, because we can dive into our questions for now. Yes. So who are coaches Dave and Roxanne?
Yeah, so we are living here in Calgary, Canada, right now, and but originally we're from the Philippines. I moved to Canada about 14, 15 years old, and my background is I was in engineering, and before the online business, I was a general manager, as you can see in the screen, and now I do the online business full time.
Yeah, for me, I moved here with my parents, my siblings. Back in 2004, I was 16 years old, and I took paralegal because I thought I want to be a lawyer, right? That's my, and then prior to the online business, I was working in finance. And now, after doing this online business, I think after 29 months, now we're doing this full time.
Wow. So you are both working. Coach Dave is a general manager and you were a finance officer. Wow, very stable jobs and
Yes.
very high paying as well. Oh my gosh. So that leads us to our next question. Why? Why did you start a digital business?
Yeah, that's a very good question. The journey actually started before the digital business. Our journey to entrepreneurship is that I met Roxanne in our very first business in financial services. I was her manager, and I joke around. I manage her really well. You're here, uh, but, but now
Yes.
but now she's my boss, right? But I remember,
Wow.
yeah, our minds was open to idea of becoming financially free, but more importantly, once you're free, you can actually now help other people. And I remember Roxanne shared her dream, right?
Yeah. So when I came here to Canada, I saw my parents work so hard. They gave up their job, their careers, their homes in the Philippines, and have that dream that you know what I wanted to give back to them in their retirement. I wanted to help them in their retirement to maybe retire them sooner, and yeah, and that's why we did we did different kinds of businesses and we tried because we realized that even though we have great careers, right, we have great income, it's not enough. It's just enough for the two of us and our future kid at that time. And so that's why we've done several businesses. And when we saw the digital business, we started this because at that time in 2018 we were at the lowest point of our lives. We were buried in a mountain of debts because of our failed businesses and our personal debts as well. We accumulated 86,000 of consumer debts, right? So we were stressed out. We were not in a good position. We have no savings. We were renting as well at the time, and we were not happy with our situation. And when we saw this, like I was skeptical in the beginning, but they've saw this one first in his feed.
Yeah, and when we
Mm.
saw it, it was just basically the solution to what we were looking for,
Yeah.
because in all the business that we've tried, there was that one thing that always stopped us, and the digital business actually put an almost like an incredible package that
Yeah.
will help someone
Package.
that has no experience and will help you become a successful online business owner. That's why we kind of said this is it, and it worked out. So
Yeah.
Yes, I think many immigrants can relate to that, Coach Roxanne, what you said, because just going here, me, I went here from the Philippines. That
Mhm.
requires a lot of capital, and of course, I cannot do it by myself. I
mm,
had my parents who helped me, you know. So my dad, he sold his farm just to help me, and so I think many immigrants can relate that and parents help, and of course, it's our nature to give back to our parents.
that's
Yes.
right.
And even those who have stable jobs, even managers,
Yeah.
yeah, can also relate to that, because especially now that there's AI, even not
Mm,
let alone the stress of
yeah.
stress and office politics, all of those. And then after that, now there's AI taking over many jobs, especially accounting,
Mm.
bookkeeping, payroll. Yep. And those things.
Yeah.
So yes, coaches. So, oh my gosh, can I ask now, what is the biggest result or change from this digital business for you?
Yeah, there's a few things. We've been in the business for over 5 years now. We can be here all day, but we're gonna talk about some of the biggest things. So one of our reasons is we were in so much debt, 86,000 in consumer debt, and many of your viewers can relate to being in debt. North America, New
Yes.
Zealand, Australia, it's easy to accumulate debt.
Yes.
I joke around, it's called death by the small cuts,
Mhm.
which means that you
Yeah.
don't swipe your credit card here, you swipe there, loan here, loan there, car loan there. All of a sudden, you're buried in a mountain of debt.
Yeah.
Death by
Yes.
death by the small cuts, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
one of our biggest thing is that because of the extra income we were earning, because we were still working when we started the business,
Yeah.
in 16 months we paid all of that off, right? And
Wow. My
if we
gosh.
didn't do the business, we would have
Yeah.
taken us a long time to pay
Yeah.
it off. And I always talk about this, that it's hard to explain what it means to become debt free, especially if you experience
Yeah.
creditor calling you, sleepless nights, right? So
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
debt free, you feel this burden lifted off, right? Like it's the chains being broken,
Yeah.
and
I experienced that too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and you feel that the sun for some reason shines brighter. Your jump is a bit higher. When you hug is tighter, you could just be present. That was one of our biggest things in the very beginning, right?
Yeah, and also aside from that, we were able to quit our jobs. So in the beginning, when we started, we're both working full time. So it took him about 14 months. After 14 months of doing the online business, Dave was able to quit his job as a general manager. He was very stressed with that job. And then for me, in 29 months, I was 5 months pregnant. So I was fortunate enough to leave early rather than wait for 9 months. And then after 1 year of giving birth to our son, I told my manager I'm no longer coming back because
Wow.
this can more than sustain us, right? And I think
Yes.
the biggest thing also is that we've imagined, we were renting a two-bedroom apartment for over 9 years, about 10 years in Canada, right? For the two of us. And
Yes.
we couldn't even save for a down payment. But because of the online based business, we were able to save up, 10%
Mhm.
for the down payment. And then we were able to have it built a brand new home in 2021,
Yeah.
January. And then after, in less than 3 years, in November 2023, we were able to pay it off in full. So we're mortgage free.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
yes,
Coach, is it less than 3 years or?
then
less
3 years.
than
Yeah,
3 years.
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
So that
Yeah.
was like 500,000 a house. We were able to save that amount. And we were just thinking about that, thanking God that, you know what, God answered our prayers through this online business, because we can imagine, even working in a job for 5 years, because we're now here in the online business for over
Yeah.
5 years, right? We wouldn't be able to save even 100,000, right? But because of
Yeah.
this, we're able to pay that off. And of course, lastly, is that
Yeah.
we were able to retire my parents. So finally,
Wow.
you know, in December of
Yeah.
2023, we were able to give our parents the gift of retirement. So now they're enjoying their life with their
Wow.
grandkids, right? They
Five
don't,
years early for your mom, right?
yeah, 5 years
Five
early
Before,
years old.
yeah,
before
before she
she
turned
turned
60.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's amazing. That's really priceless. And just
Yeah.
being able to spend more time with our son, and
Being a
seeing,
full-time parent. Yeah.
yeah, seeing him, like, like the milestones, I think that's really priceless,
Hmm.
right?
Wow, that's really powerful, isn't it? Oh my gosh. After 14 months, you were able to quit your job, Coach Dave, and then 29 months, Coach Roxanne, and then down payment 10%. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you were able to pay it off in less than 3 years. That's the
Mm-hmm.
power of online business, isn't it? Because if it's
Yes.
just a traditional business, that wouldn't be possible, you
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
know. But this with the online business, the reach is the world. So
Yes.
Yeah.
it's
That's
unlimited.
Yeah, that's a very good point because I always talk about this that the commerce has changed. Like back in the days, right? If you want to become a successful business owner, you have to be in the main street.
Yeah.
Have a store in the main street, right? And
Yeah.
that you have to go to the downtown, and that's where commerce happened, right? And then it changes. It turned into like the suburbs. The WalMarts. They're not in the main street anymore. They're back in the suburbs. That's where the business is, and the franchises very expensive, right? And then
Yes.
it became home based. Like
Mm-hmm.
the network marketing home, but it's people still have to come to your home, right? But then in
Yes.
the information age now, like you now have access to the global market because of what has happened, right? Commerce is done not even in the main street, not in homes anymore. It's in the internet, right? I mean, people, I like every day there's almost a box at our house, Amazon every day, right?
Amazon.
Uh, and and there's only three kinds of people, right? When there's a change, first is either you watch it happen. Second, you're a consumer, which means you use the platform like Facebook, YouTube, you just use it, a user. But the third kind of
Yes.
people is that you understand it and you profit from it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, and with the
Yes.
people that are watching live or replay, right? You gotta understand that the world has changed, and you can either be
Yes.
watching, using it, or profiting from it, right? So, and the only way to do that is to really educate yourself and learn how to, because if you don't know how, then you will still be stuck in the old
Yeah.
industrial age, which is working for someone, going to school for 4 years, and that has changed. So, which is incredible.
Yes. Yeah, speaking of change, yes, Coach Dave, I can very much relate to that. The world has changed. It's not like before, so much have changed, especially now computerization.
Mm.
All jobs, uh,
Yeah.
all jobs are almost all jobs, many jobs are being computerized now. So that's why it's really good to have a plan B that,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that can soon be a plan A. Because right now it's good to have a job, but sometimes um there's no thing as job security,
yeah,
Yes.
unless especially those who are doing repetitive tasks like even robots can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we really need to have a plan B.
that's right.
Yes.
And this one, yeah, I'm really amazed at what the power of internet can do.
Yeah,
you
I
know
mean, just this alone, this was impossible. Like you thought, we're here in Canada, you're in
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand. This was impossible, right? Like
yes,
you
Before,
need a
yeah.
lot of technology, you need a lot of things, but now it's possible. So, like again,
exactly.
working from home and earning from the internet is becoming normalized now,
Yeah.
and for some people it's still not normal, but
Yeah.
you got to know that it can be done, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we
Yes.
are doing it. We've been doing it for the last 5 years. So
Yes.
that's just mind-blowing for some people, but you got to learn how to, because if not, then you'll still be working for someone.
Yes, that's right. And even the top earners now in YouTube, are the YouTubers, those things, they're earning millions.
Right.
So
Yeah,
if we cannot be like those big, big time
Yeah.
YouTubers, then we
Yeah.
can be, another one is this online business. And
that's
if you are watching this live or replay, please let us know where you are tuning in from. I can see we have 9 million viewers. and,
What?
and, and we have comments as well here. Oh,
Hello.
hello, Edna. Thank you so much for watching, sis. Thank you. And from Mizan, Moni Bisconnect, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you. Thank you. And we have Robert Flores. Hello, watching here in New York.
Wow,
Mhm.
awesome.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. So, yes. And then that brings us to our other question here. Um, what advice can you share to those who are still hesitant or skeptical? Because many people are skeptical. They don't believe in online business because it's probably something new to them. Or
Yes.
what
Roxanne can
can you
answer this
share with
for
us?
skeptical performance.
Yeah, like I was skeptical for many, many months when Dave saw the first time in his Facebook news feed, right? So he was scrolling and he saw an ad about starting an online business. So he watched the webinar and he was so excited. He showed it to me and I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch it at all because there's only a few reasons why people are skeptical. One reason is maybe they have bad experience, right? Second is maybe they just don't know, right? They've heard it from somewhere that they get scammed or they're not knowledgeable. They're just scared of the unknown, you said, right? So the only way to really lower that skepticism is to educate yourself, to have more knowledge, right? Because when you have more knowledge, then your fear actually decreases, right? So
Yes.
for me, for us, you know what, Dave didn't force me, right? What he did is he kept showing me real people getting results. He kept showing me people like us, immigrants, people that are older than us, have more kids, and people that barely speak much English, right? And have multiple jobs, and they're getting the results that I want to have at that time, right? Paying off their debts, buying their homes, traveling without worries. And I was like, wow, if these people are getting results, then that means probably we can get that results too. So that gave me inspiration and hope. And that's when I started to watch the webinar. That's when I started to do our due diligence. And thank God, in October 2018, that's when we started, and the rest is history. So for people that are hesitant, the only way is just watch the webinar, right? There's the website of Rosalie, right? RosalieNet.com. Register your name and email because
Yes.
the good thing about this is that it is a free webinar. And if you join like the online business, you're not alone because we are all here, like the mentors. Rosalie is a great mentor, right? And we have amazing coaches that we work with because we're not tech savvy when we first started as well. That's why I love about it, because it's a video based step-by-step training.
Yeah, and if you really think about it, if you're watching this and income is your goal,
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem, right? There's only really
Yes.
a few things you can do, because the only way to earn more money is you need to be more valuable to the marketplace. That's just
Yeah.
hands down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're earning minimum wage and you want to earn more, then that's why people go to school, so they have more skills, and then they can, and then they can earn more per hour, right? So one of your one way is to go back to school, right?
Yeah.
You
Go back
spend
to school. Yes.
2 years, 4 years, spend the money and the time. That's one way, right? The other way is to start a franchise business, which is, again, you
Oh,
can.
too much. So
Yeah, if
expensive.
you have hundreds of thousands of dollars
Hundreds of thousands.
and
Yeah.
you can do it full time, because most franchises, they want you to become full time, right?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they want to check your net worth before because I went through that process, right? That, or have 3 jobs, two
Mm-hmm.
jobs,
Oh,
jobs.
gosh.
That's another goal, right? If income is the
Yeah.
goal, or maybe
Yeah.
start your own online business from scratch. That's another one. Like, you can do your research, go to YouTube, do all this stuff, right? Do all the trial and error and failure to do that. Those are 4 options, right? Or you can find a proven system, check it out. Maybe it can work for you. So this is the closest thing to a franchise I've seen, but online,
Mm-hmm.
but very affordable compared to like a traditional franchise. Why? Because the systems are set. It's a proven system. Products are there. You'll be trained. You'll have a mentor and a coach, right? You got to do the work. We don't want to sugarcoat it. It's like, I mean, if you go through all the 4 paths I talked about, you still got to work hard anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this,
Yes.
this is the failure I've seen people when go to the online business, because they think for some reason if they go this path, they don't have to put in the time and they don't have to work hard, right? But because
Yes.
if you go back to school, you have to devote
Oh yeah.
time, effort, money, your life, right? That's
Yes.
the thing, right? Franchise, you put all your capital, you're there, you make it happen, right?
Oh,
3 jobs, you
yes.
don't sleep 24/7. So you got to put in the time.
Yeah.
But for some reason, when people start an online business, they think they don't have to put in the time. You just need 2 to 3 hours of your time every day, devote it, learn it, and you could change your life. We did, right? This was the
Mhm.
answer to our prayers, right? So again, I want you to think about that. What is your option if income is a problem, right? Then check this out, because this was the answer to our prayers 5 years ago
Mhm.
and brought us here. So,
Yes. Yes, coach. Actually, even me, when I started this business, it was a very risky move for me because
mm,
I was also at the lowest point of my life
mhm.
because I had kids to take care of and my husband was going to work, but there was also a time when he got laid off. I mean, he did not laid off, but he had to change
Mhm.
because of some reason like office politics or some condition. So it's not stable. So I
Mhm.
thought, okay, so I need to find a side hustle that will be there. So
Yeah.
even if we are working, there's something running in the background. And I
Yes.
think for everyone is a necessity. And
Mhm.
and I found people who were able to do it.
Yeah.
So and
Mhm.
so if they have done the footprints, we can just follow their footprints.
Definitely.
So because it's hard to reinvent the wheel and it's hard to start a business on my own. That's
Yes.
why in this business that we have, it's really good because all the systems are provided, the trainings. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of training, and whatever you need, depends on what pace you are. For for those who need more, there's
but
there.
but you but you hit the mark though. It says you can do it part time, right?
Mhm.
Which means you can do it in your own time,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
other types of businesses you actually have to go out of the house and
yeah,
actually build the business. Right
Mm.
here, you can actually do it from your home around your time. When kids are
yeah.
sleeping, when you're after school, right? This is the power of this. Like when we used to build other type of business, the home-based businesses, we have to go out of our house,
Yeah.
go to the client's house, right?
Oh
Like
my gosh,
we
yeah,
got late. It
It's
was
hard.
like
Yeah.
so hard, right? So with
yeah,
this, we've
so
never
hard.
been to people's homes, right?
Yeah. We've never been,
Yes,
kitchen where you had to present and all that because everything is online, right?
Yeah,
Everything is automated. And
yeah,
basically, of course, you have to do the work, but then it's
yeah,
really worth it because you can do this like anywhere in the world.
pockets of your
Yeah.
time.
In the
Yeah,
pockets of your
yeah.
time.
Focus of your time. Yes, and even this was tested during the global crisis.
oh,
We only work from home, and it's like
our
and
business
actually it
exploded
boomed.
during that
Yeah,
time.
it just exploded. Yeah, during that time when everyone needs to work at home, and we're praying, of course, that that will not happen again. But not there's no there's not it's not certain. Whatever happens in the future, and so yes, we are very blessed that someone invented this thing,
Yeah,
and we are here actually to to share this experience, to share this opportunity to everyone, because it's just like eating in a nice restaurant. You you tell it to your friends, or you had a nice experience in a hotel, you tell it to everybody. And so this is where all dreams come true. It's just a dream, but if people work hard, of course there's a disclaimer on that. It
yeah,
depends on, this is not a get rich quick scheme. And people get here to where they want to go depends on what, how much time and effort they put
yeah,
in.
yeah.
But of course it's very reachable. Yeah.
I always talk about that. The only difference here is that it's called leverage, which means that if you put the same effort with those four paths I talked about, school, franchise business, triple
Multiple
jobs,
jobs.
starting your own business from scratch. If you put the same effort, 5 years from now, your results because of leverage is night and day, right? It's night and day, because with
Night and
school,
day.
yeah,
Yeah.
because with school you're still stuck working for someone, right? Here you can be free, right? We were free after 5 years,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
like the results,
Yes.
night and day. I mean, I was studying a Subway franchise before, right? The type of
Yeah.
revenue we're earning, we would be have 6 or 7 physical locations to earn what we're earning,
Oh
right now.
wow.
And how
Yeah.
much is one Subway franchise? 2 to 300,000, up to 500,000 in one location, right? But we have the same revenue as 6 to 7, right? But we didn't even
Yes.
start that much, right? So again, it's the difference is leverage, because you have tapping to a global
Yeah.
customer base
Global
market, right?
customer base.
And you are using social media to get those customers, not just like
Yeah.
physical
We're
one
we're
by one walk-in clients, right?
yeah, we're using
Yes.
the power of like social media, like YouTube, Facebook, right, or TikTok, Instagram. That's how we get our clients, right? So we don't depend on friends and families. That's the beauty about
Yeah.
this, because once you learn the power of advertising, direct advertising, digital marketing, then your potential clients are limited, right?
Yeah.
Are unlimited. It's
Unlimited. Yes. Yes,
global,
coach.
I would say.
Yes, coach. Yes. And of course we'd like to mention that this is a legitimate business, because people might be asking, yes, you earn a lot, but is that legal? Of course this is legitimate.
We pay
We
taxes
pay
for it.
taxes.
If the government wants a
Isn't it?
piece of it, then it's legal, right? In fact, we're filing our taxes tomorrow as a business owner here
In Canada.
in Canada.
In
So
Canada. Yes, coach. Oh my gosh, there's so much things to talk about, so much. But I know because you're very busy, and I hope we have inspired everyone, because this business can really change lives. As you have seen, as we have shared the lives of our dear coaches, Dave and Roxanne, 5, 6 years ago, where they were in a small house, 2-bedroom house, but now they have this brand new house,
Yes.
paid off their mortgage in less than 3 years. Oh my gosh. And only through this digital business. So
Yes.
yes, thank you very much, coaches Dave and Roxanne. Any last words that you want to say?
Yes, for the people that are watching right now, live or replay later, we always believe in this, that most of us, or a lot, especially when we're young, we always have the dream, right? The dream maybe to travel the world, or maybe build a business, or spend more time with your family, create something, right? Whatever your dream is, we always believe that God will always give you all the resources that you need, the time, the money, the people that you need to make that come true, right? The only thing is that sometimes, like, we don't take action. So I always believe that you watching this is not an accident. You probably pray for a solution to pay off that debts, right? Or maybe you want more time with your family. So this could be the reason, right? So there's it's we do have a free webinar coming up actually today
yeah,
at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So register at Rosalie website there, and that way she can send you the link for the website for the webinar. If not, if you missed this and you watch that on you can still watch that on a replay. And we're excited for you because we know that this could be your solution.
yeah. So we started with clicking the link. So click the link. That's where you need to start.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, coaches Dave and Roxanne. And also through this, actually, I was able to pay off my credit card.
Right.
And also, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, and yeah, no, make some payments to our mortgage. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, at least I'm here now, and I know I'm getting closer to my dreams for my family, because
yeah,
it's always my dream to help, a better life for my family here, and also my family back home in the Philippines. So yes,
Yeah.
getting closer to that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Oh,
thank
actually,
you.
to all of you, we have 15 million viewers, and we have some comments as well here. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Who's this one? This Leila. Hello, Leila. Thank you so much for watching. Leila Bonagua from Granada Hills, and Madeline Angeles. Thank you so much from Doha, Qatar, and Erlinda Isip. Hello, coaches watching from Jersey. Thank you so much. And Jimmy Donald, do you pay taxes per check received? No, for the total. At the end of the year, in
Here, yeah,
Canada, they have a T4. Here in
yeah.
New Zealand, we have an accountant. She files my tax return. We have an
Awesome.
IR3 as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, we have an IR3. I can
Ours is
register as well as a company soon.
ours
Yeah,
is a T4A in Canada. So
T4A in
T4A
Canada.
in Canada, isn't it? You receive your tax slip for the year,
we give you
whatever.
For the
everything
whole year.
everything
Yeah.
you earn for the year, and then you pay tax on that.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Coach Dave said that. Yep. And do you pay taxes? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he answered it. It's at the end of the year, he receives a T4, which has the total amount of the
Yeah.
income, and so you pay tax on that. Yeah. So it's really very legitimate. And some people actually even use this to sponsor their parents to go to Canada. I saw that. And it was accepted, of course. Yes, thank you so much for that. And 1099 in the US, Leila said. Yeah. Thank you so much. And to all of you who will be watching this replay, please let us know where you are tuning in from. We'd love to connect with you. And yes, we have if you want to know more how people are able to do this, like Coach David Ruskan, we have a webinar tonight, 8 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. MST in Canada and US, and but here in Australia and New Zealand, it's Wednesday, Friday 12 noon, 10 p.m. 12 noon in New Zealand and 10 a.m. in Australia. Oh my gosh, I know. Yes, so just register at my website, www.rosalynette.com. You can also, send us a message. If you have any questions, just drop it here and we will get back to you. And oh my gosh, thank you so much, Coaches Dave and Roxanne,
Right.
for your time. And yeah, and everyone, thank you very much for watching, guys.
See you
Thank
later.
you and have a great day. Have a great day, everyone.
Yes.
Bye.
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 Bye.